So in the last class we discussed the basic chemistry of lipids. We talked about the fatty acids, the unsaturated, saturated fatty acids, how do we name them. Then we talked about the basic properties of the lipids, triacylglycerol. In this class I will discuss the complex lipids which include phospholipids and glycolipids. Phospholipids, you know, they can be classified as nitrogen containing phospholipids, non-nitrogen containing phospholipids, or we can classify them as glycerophospholipids and sphingophospholipids. So what is the site at which these phospholipids are present? These are these phosphoglycerides and sphingomyelin or sphingosine. They are the major lipids of cellular membranes of glandular organs. ठीक है, जो हमारे glands हैं उसमें जो membranes हैं, at those places these phospholipids are present. They are also present in the blood plasma, egg yolk, seed of legumes in the plants and other sources. Phosphoglycerides, you know, these are the major components of the biological or plasma membrane. You know that. Why they are the component of plasma membrane? What is there in the structure because of which they are present in the plasma membrane? Because they are amphipathic in nature. They have a polar head group and the non-polar tails. What is there in the head? This is the structure. What is in the head group? आशीष पॉइंटर है क्या? नहीं. So these two fatty acids, एक ही कहाँ है? ये this fatty acid R1. This is one tail, and at this site most of the time there is saturated fatty acid. ठीक है, ये आप इसको एक इमेजिन करो, एक स्ट्रक्चर है ग्लिसरॉल का, उसके साथ में दो फैटी एसिड लगी है लंबी लंबी. ठीक है, one fatty acid is saturated, so the shape of that tail is straight. On the other hand, this fatty acid which is present as SN2 position of glycerol molecule is most of the time polyunsaturated, and out of those PUFAs it is commonly arachidonic acid. So there is a kink in the acid, so the structure we draw in the plasma membrane is bent structure of the tail. ठीक है, कर्लिंग हो जाती है उसकी टेल में. तो एक जब आप बनाते हो फॉस्फोलिपिड में, तो वन टेल इज स्ट्रेट एंड द अदर इज हैविंग अ किंक. इट इज बिकॉज ऑफ द प्रेजेंस ऑफ द डबल बॉन्ड्स. एंड दिस रेस्ट ऑफ द स्ट्रक्चर विच इज इन ब्लैक, तो ये है सारा प्लस अ बेस इज द हेड. समझ आ गया? दिस इज द हेड, द स्ट्रक्चर शोन इन द ब्लैक. ये एक टेल है, वो दूसरी टेल है. So what are the different bases and what are how these phospholipids are named? When only the phosphate group is attached to the H ion, it is called as phosphatidic acid. It is called as phosphatidic acid. And if ethanolamine is attached, the structure is called as cephalin or phosphatidyl ethanolamine. This is the structure. This is lecithin. If the base is choline, this is the structure of choline. You should know the diagram of phosphatidyl choline or lecithin. कई बार question आ जाता है, draw the structure of following. So out of those, out of the lipid chemistry is important is the structure of essential fatty acids and the structure of phospholipid. Then nitrogen containing glycerophospholipid. Another example is a molecule of serine is attached. Okay. Then at the base position, instead of these bases, choline, ethanolamine, serine, another molecule of glycerol is attached. Glycerol, phosphatidic acid plus a molecule of glycerol. So that substance is called as phosphatidyl glycerol. Is it clear? Now another molecule which is present, or the base which is present in the phospholipid is inositol. What is the difference between inositol and glucose? I have asked this question in the first lecture. is a cyclic alcohol containing 6 carbon. And in the phospholipid, it is present in its isomeric form, which is called as myoinositol. This phospholipid is very important as it play role in the formation of second messengers. So these are the structure which you should know how to write. Now this is the molecule of phosphatidylcholine or lecithin. Phosphate group is attached to choline molecule. So what is the basic structure of lecithin or phosphatidylcholine? At SN1 position, the fatty acid present is palmitic or stearic acid. At SN2 position, oleic acid, linoleic acid or linolenic acid is present. At position 3, a phosphate group is esterified to base choline. Now, what are the different functions of lecithin or phosphatidylcholine? First, you should know क्या है? The basic structure which you have studied in your previous classes also. It is a very important or very major component of most of the eukaryotic cell membranes. Then, it is the reservoir of choline. What is the function of choline? Why it is present in abundant in plasma membrane? कुछ काम होगा इसका? It is a reservoir of choline, which is important for the synthesis of acetylcholine, a neurotransmitter. कहाँ पे होता है ये neurotransmitter? Then its another function is, it is a storehouse of methyl group. Whenever there is methyl transfer group reactions, ठीक है, single methyl group transfer reactions होते हैं, उसमें 2 important substances is, one is folic acid and other is phosphatidylcholine. You have to learn these things because you will try to correlate when you will study the folic acid. What is the importance of folate or folic acid in 1 carbon group transfers? Then it is a constituent of lung surfactant. ठीक है, what is lung surfactant? It is synthesized and secreted by type 2 pneumocytes in the alveoli. What is the function? It decreases the surface tension. It brings about the easy exchange of gases. What is and it reduces the surface tension, so it prevents the atelectasis or sudden collapse of the alveoli. It is a complex mixture of lipids and proteins. The major component of surfactant is lipid, 90%, and out of the lipids, dipalmitoyl lecithin is the major component. Beside this, phosphatidylglycerol and cholesterol is also present. So major component of the surfactant is lipid, and out of the lipids, the major portion is contributed by DPCC, dipalmitoyl lecithin. इसका क्या मतलब है? What does it mean? In the molecule of lecithin at SN1 and SN2, both the positions, the palmitic acid is present. So it is named as dipalmitoyl lecithin. It indicates the LS ratio. Now the second component, I will discuss the LS ratio in the next slide. Second component of the surfactant is the protein, which attributes to 10%. Out of this 10%, the half is contributed by the plasma proteins. ठीक है, proteins में क्या क्या है? Plasma proteins, and the rest is formed by apolipoproteins, which are also called as surfactant associated proteins. SP, surfactant associated proteins. S stands for surfactant associated and P stands for protein. And they are named as A, B, C and D. Surfactant associated A and D proteins, apolipoproteins, they confer the innate immunity to the lung alveoli by how they coat the bacteria and they promote their phagocytosis by the macrophages. ठीक है? ये जो बैक्टीरिया अगर अंदर होगा, आएगा, एंटर करेगा in the lungs, it will be coated by these two apolipoproteins which are present in the surfactant. So the only function of surfactant is not to reduce the surface tension or easy exchange of gases. Beside this, it is increasing the innate immunity, or it is increasing the phagocytosis. It plays important role in the phagocytosis by the macrophages. How? Because the surfactant associated protein A and D, they coat the bacteria. Now B and C का क्या function है? They are hydrophobic protein and they increases the spreading of surfactant over the alveolar surface. Congenital absence of this SPB, surfactant associated protein B, leads to the condition which is called as progressive interstitial pneumonia. It is responsible for progressive interstitial pneumonia in the infants. Congenital absence or genetic mutation in the SPB protein is associated with progressive interstitial pneumonia. Is it clear? Now, an important disease which is called as respiratory distress syndrome, which you should know at this point. And this disease is given in the form of cases to you. आपको clinical case दिया जाता है of respiratory distress syndrome, and so many questions are given along with that. So what is respiratory distress syndrome? It is seen in preterm infants and it is associated with insufficient surfactant production or its secretion. या तो बन नहीं रहा है surfactant in sufficient quantities, or its secretion is defective. The synthesis in the pneumocytes is normal, but the cells are not able to secrete it in the fluid. Clinical features. What are the clinical features in the baby? Mostly it is seen in preterm infants. So the infants, they present with birth apnea. ठीक है? Birth apnea क्या मतलब होता है? What is apnea? क्या होता है? What is apnea? Difficulty breathing or no breathing. Cyanosis, bluish discoloration of the mucous membranes and skin. Grunting respiration, आवाज आती है उसमें से. Poor feeding, the baby is not able to feed the mother's milk. Then nasal flaring is there. उसको आपको देख के समझ आ जाएगा नाक किस तरीके से मूवमेंट हो रही है. And tachypnea. Tachypnea is increased rate of respiration. So these are the clinical symptoms in a patient of respiratory distress syndrome. It is seen in preterm infants. History may be given to you like this. A preterm infant is brought about to the emergency department by his mother, his or her mother, with the complaints of ये सब आपको clinical features बताए जाएंगे. Now how will you confirm your diagnosis? What is your probable diagnosis? Justify, how will you confirm it? And discuss the structure. दे देंगे, कुछ भी question आ सकता है. तो lung maturity in these preterm infants, it can be measured by determining the ratio of DPCC, lecithin to sphingomyelin. ठीक है? Usually written as LS ratio in the amniotic fluid. अगर डिलीवरी कराना मस्ट हो रहा है, प्रीटर्म डिलीवरी होनी है, तो यू हैव टू चेक द लंग मैच्योरिटी. वेयर यू विल चेक? आप लंग में से तो सैंपल नहीं ले सकते. You have to take the sample from the amniotic fluid. You have to send it for LS ratio, or you have to determine the LS ratio if you become the lab specialist. The ratio of 2 or above is evidence of maturity. Why? क्यों है ऐसा? Lecithin 2, more of lecithin than the sphingomyelin, because in the early stages of pregnancy, the major lipid synthesized by the alveoli by the pneumocyte is sphingomyelin. समझ आ रहा है? जो शुरू के ट्राइमेस्टर्स हैं उसमें जो बेबी का लंग है वो प्रोड्यूस करता है sphingomyelin. But after 32 weeks of gestation, the sphingomyelin is shifted to lecithin. समझ आ रहा है? तो इसलिए अगर बच्चा मैच्योर है या उसके लंग्स नॉर्मल है, तभी आप डिलीवरी कराओगे या फिर उसको ड्रग्स के लिए तैयार हो जाओगे देने के लिए. Presence of phosphatidylglycerol, I have told you that it is also a constituent of lipids which are present in the surfactant. It usually indicates the lung maturity. Beside this ratio, if phosphatidyl glycerol is also present, because again it is synthesized after the 32 weeks of gestation, so it also indicates the maturity of the lungs. क्या करोगे अगर कम आ रही है रेशो, क्या करोगे? Then the lung maturation can be accelerated by giving glucocorticoids shortly before the delivery of the patient. Glucocorticoids देते हैं पेशेंट के अंदर. ये क्वेश्चन पूछा जाता है आपको, how will you manage this patient? Then administration of natural or synthetic surfactant by intratracheal instillation can also be given to the baby, and it will prevent the infant RDS. मदर को ग्लूकोकॉर्टिकॉइड दे दो अगर लंग मेच्योरिटी नहीं हुई है या सस्पेक्ट कर रहे हो, और इट कैन बी गिवन टू द इन्फेंट ऑल्सो. RDS, beside these preterm infants, it can also develop in adults whose surfactant producing pneumocytes have been damaged by pathogens. Infection से, बैक्टीरियल वायरल इन्फेक्शन से, जो कोविड में हो रहा था अब फिर दोबारा शूट अप हो रहा है. lungs are involved. So one of the pathogenesis of COVID is damaging the pneumocytes, leading to the decreased production of surfactant. Or it may be also because of trauma to the lung tissue. So in those patients, the respiratory distress syndrome can also be seen. Now there are enzymes. There are enzymes which are important for the hydrolysis of the phospholipids. Now can you see the structure of this molecule? What is this phospholipid? Name this phospholipid. फॉस्फेटिडाइल आइनोसिटॉल. कुछ और भी ऐड है आइनोसिटॉल के साथ में. 2 phosphate groups are present at position number 4 and 5. So this molecule is phosphatidyl inositol bisphosphate, PIP2. So what will happen if this enzyme act on this phospholipid at this point? बताओ क्या बनेगा? What will be the product? अगर यहाँ पे एक्ट करे एक एंजाइम, हाइड्रोलाइज करे this ester bond, what will be the resultant product? What will be the product found? Acyl glycero phosphatidyl choline. Acyl glycero phosphoryl choline. Is it clear? Plus a molecule of, जो यहां से फैटी एसिड रिलीज हुई, a molecule of fatty acid, and rest of the structure is called as acyl. This is acyl glycero phosphoryl choline. Right? Now what will happen if this enzyme act phospholipase A2? What will be the structure form? There will be release of this fatty acid. So one product will be fatty acid, and the rest of the structure is called as lyso. अगर choline होगा तो lysocholine, अगर lecithin होगा तो lysolecithin, ethanolamine होगा तो lysocephalin. Is it clear? Now what will happen if this phospholipase C act on this molecule? What will be the result? अगर यहाँ पे इसको ब्रेक कर दिया जाए तो क्या क्या बनेगा? It will be a molecule of diacyl glycerol, one molecule of fatty acid, another molecule of fatty acid, and the rest of the structure is inositol. कितने फॉस्फेट बचे? कितने फॉस्फेट बचे अगर C एक्ट करेगा तो? Are you able to see the structure? हाँ, so the structure remained will be inositol triphosphate and a molecule of diacyl glycerol. Is it clear? Now, what happens if this enzyme acts, phospholipase D? There will be release of inositol bisphosphate, and the rest of the structure is phosphatidic acid. Clear? What is the importance of talking about these enzymes? These enzymes are important in the digestion or catabolism of phospholipids. ठीक है? Phospholipase A1 is present in many mammalian tissues. ठीक है? It is important for the digestion of phospholipid. This enzyme is very important. It is asked as short note. Phospholipase 2 is present in mammalian tissues. It is present in pancreatic juice. It is present in snake and bee venoms. Some snakes are toxic because of the presence of phospholipase 2 in their venom. What is the consequence? क्यों हो रहा है ऐसे? अगर phosphatidyl choline पे वो act करता है, what will be the structure which is formed when it is acted upon by phospholipase A2? Last row. गर्ल्स हाँ बताओ. अगर phospholipase A2 act करता है on lecithin, what will be the structure which is formed? क्या बनेगा बेटा? The structure or the product formed is lysolecithin plus a molecule of fatty acid. And lysolecithin brings about intravascular hemolysis and renal failure. This is the cause of, this may be the cause of death because of some viper snakes. Snake bite का ये cause हो सकता है because in the snake venom phospholipase A2 enzyme is present, which leads to the production of, which acts on the lecithin and leads to the production of lysolecithin, and that molecules bring about intravascular hemolysis, renal failure, and ultimately may lead to the death of the patient. Naturally, the pancreatic secretions, they are rich in phospholipase A2 proenzyme, and this phospholipase A2 is activated by trypsin and it requires bile salts for its activity. You will study this in the digestion of lipids, digestion and absorption of lipids. Then this phospholipase A2 is inhibited by glucocorticoids. इसका क्या significance है? I have told you that at SN2 position, which fatty acid is generally present? Arachidonic acid. What is the significance of releasing arachidonic acid? It is a precursor of prostaglandins, thromboxanes. Those prostaglandins may also be responsible for allergies and asthma. तो सुना होगा आपने steroid inhalation हुआ या steroid दिया गया. So this is the reason why glucocorticoids are given to the patient of an asthma. This phospholipase A2 is inhibited by glucocorticoids. It has a clinical significance. तुम्हारी कॉपी कहाँ है? हाँ, हाथ बांध के बैठे हुए मूवी चल रही है. Now this phospholipase D, it is primarily present in the plant tissue. What is the significance of phospholipase C? Phospholipase C is found in liver lysosomes and in alpha toxin of Clostridia and other bacilli. ठीक है? So it is important. The second importance of phospholipase C is it is activated by certain certain ligands. कुछ substances हैं which brings about the activation of phospholipase C, like some hormones. What happens when phospholipase C is activated? क्या resultant है यहाँ पे? क्या, what is the product formed? What happens when phospholipase C is activated? What is the product? Diacylglycerol and inositol triphosphate. Phosphatidyl inositol is present as such in the plasma membrane. It is phosphorylated utilizing the two molecules of ATP, leading to the production of phosphatidyl inositol 4,5 bisphosphate. इस फॉर्म में ये प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन में प्रेजेंट है. Whenever a signal is there, it binds on its receptor. कोई भी ligand हो सकता है, हार्मोन, कोई सेकंड मैसेज, कोई any other substance. It brings about the activation of phospholipase C. ठीक है. Now what will be formed within the cytoplasm? ये लगा हुआ है प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन के ऊपर. प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन में a receptor is there, hormone comes and it binds to the receptor and it brings about the activation of phospholipase C. Now in the cytosol what is present? Diacylglycerol and a molecule of IP3. IP3 brings about the release of intracellular calcium ions. It brings about the release of intracellular calcium ion and regulates enzymes which are regulated by the calcium ion. ठीक है, you will study these enzymes when you will study the metabolism of glycogen. I am not going into the detail at this point. So IP3 you will study there. It will bring about the release of intracellular calcium ion from कहां पे स्टोर होता है कैल्शियम? इन द सेल, एंडोप्लाज्मिक रेटिकुलम. So it brings about the release of intracellular calcium ion from the endoplasmic reticulum to the cytosol and it regulates certain enzymes. Then diacylglycerol, इसका क्या काम है? It brings about the activation of the enzyme protein kinase C. This intracellular calcium ion also activates protein kinase C. Protein kinase, as the name suggests, what is the function? What could be the function of protein kinase? क्या काम होगा अगर कोई एंजाइम का नाम प्रोटीन काइनेज है तो? हाँ, it will bring about the phosphorylation of the molecule. Since this protein kinase is activated by calcium ions, so it is named as protein kinase C. If protein kinase is activated by cyclic AMP, it will be called as pKa. समझ आ रहा है? So diacylglycerol and IP3, when they are released into the cytosol of the cell by some hormones, in response to some hormones, there is regulation of regulation of metabolic pathways. Is it clear? What is the function of phosphatidylcholine inositol which is present at the plasma membrane? Are you getting my point? Then phosphatidyl ethanolamine, you know, it is also called as cephalin. Again, it is a component of cell membrane. You will study that this cephalin also play a role in blood coagulation. वहाँ पे पढ़ोगे आप इसको डिटेल में. How the blood coagulation is brought about by phosphatidyl ethanolamine. Then serine, it is a component of plasma membrane. कौन सी layer में present है? This we will study in plasma membrane and it play important role in apoptosis. What is apoptosis? Programmed cell death. There are two pathways for programmed cell death, extrinsic and intrinsic, and one of these is mediated by phosphatidyl serine. Phosphatidyl inositol, I have already discussed. This inositol, this you should remember. Inositol is present in the phospholipids which are present in the plasma membrane as its stereoisomer myoinositol. And besides the precursor of second messenger, it has important role in cell signaling and membrane trafficking. Signaling में काम करता है. It has function in signaling it in the cell Now the another class of lipid is ether lipids. They are called as plasmalogens. What is the difference? What is how they are different from phosphatidyl, ethanolamine and cephalin? In ethanolamine and cephalin, at SN1 and SN2 position, two fatty acids are present in ester linkage. Okay. But in plasmalogens, there is saturated or alpha beta unsaturated fatty acid alcohol rather than fatty acid. Fatty acid alcohol is present as saturated form or alpha beta unsaturated at C1 of the glycerol in ether linkage. The two differences are there. Instead of fatty acid at first position of glycerol, there is fatty acid alcohol which may be saturated or which may be unsaturated. Unsaturated at alpha beta position का क्या मतलब है? Between carbon number 1 and 2. The carboxyl group is termed as, the carbon number adjacent to carboxyl group is termed as alpha and adjacent to that is beta. So alpha और beta के बीच में double bond present होगा और it may be saturated fatty alcohol. It is not a fatty acid which is present in the plasmalogen, and the other difference is there is ether linkage instead of ester. This is the structure. You can see the ether linkage is present and a double bond is present and alkene is present at SN1 position. समझ आ रहा है? And the rest of the structure is same. This is the structure of a plasmalogen. Instead of ethanolamine, in plasmalogens, choline, serine or inositol may be present. What is the importance? About half of the hard phospholipids are plasmalogens. And 10% of the phospholipids of brain and nervous tissue are plasmalogens. Why nature has provided these plasmalogens in the heart and nervous tissue? The exact function is not known. It is supposed, it has been seen in some experiments that these are resistant to cleavage by common lipases. जो phospholipase A1 है वो इस पे act नहीं कर सकता, ठीक है? But they can be cleaved by specific lipases because everything has a lifetime, half-lifetime. Then other function could be they increase the membrane rigidity. They are the source of signaling lipids. They may be the source of signaling lipids. They may be antioxidants. These ether lipids, they are resistant to hydrolyzed by common lipases, by common oxidants. So that is why nature has provided this ether bond instead of ester. Now one important plasmalogen is platelet activating factor, which you will study in physiology also. The structure is, it has alkane, means the alcohol, fatty alcohol is saturated at SN1 position, and at SN2 position an acetyl ester is present. ठीक है? Acetyl molecule is present. Acetyl molecule is present. It is esterified to the second carbon of glycerol, and rest of the structure is same, phosphate and choline. First position पे ether linked alkane is present, and at second position acetyl ester is present, and you can see it is active even at the concentration of 10 to the power minus 9 mole. 10 to the power minus 9 mole, and it is part of many things including inflammation. It is released from leukocytes or basophils. It stimulates platelet aggregation and the release of serotonin from the platelets. It exerts a variety of effects on liver, smooth muscles, heart, uterine muscle, lung tissue, and it plays an important role in inflammation and allergic reaction and anaphylactic reaction. Platelet activating factor. This is the structure of phosphatidylglycerol. You can see ये आपका क्या हुआ बताओ, कैसे फॉस्फेटिडाइलग्लिसरॉल है ये फर्स्ट कार्बन है, इसके ऊपर में फैटी एसिड एस्टेरिफाइड है फॉस्फेटिडिक एसिड का. दिस इज सेकंड कार्बन एस्टेरिफाइड टू अनदर फैटी एसिड. थर्ड कार्बन esterified with phosphate molecule, but instead of other base it is glycerol. So the structure is phosphatidylglycerol. Cardiolipin is a molecule which consists of two molecules of phosphatidic acid covalently linked through a molecule of glycerol. अब इसमें कितनी फैटी एसिड होंगी? If there are two phosphatidic acid molecules linked by a molecule of glycerol, how many fatty acids will be there? कितने ग्लिसरॉल होंगे, कितने फैटी एसिड होंगे? एक फॉस्फेटिडाइलग्लिसरॉल में कितने फैटी एसिड हैं? दो. तो दो में कितने हो गए? 4 फैटी एसिड्स. एंड हाउ मेनी मॉलिक्यूल्स ऑफ ग्लिसरॉल? 3. 2 क्यों? 3 है. एक फॉस्फेटिडिक एसिड, दूसरी फॉस्फेटिडिक एसिड linked by a molecule of glycerol. So it is made up of the 4 molecules of fatty acid and 3 molecules, 1, 2 and 3. 3 molecules of glycerol. Why it is named as cardiolipin? Because it was first isolated from the cardiac tissue. It is not that it is abundant in the heart, but it was first isolated from the heart tissue or cardiac muscle. The most abundant phospholipid in the heart is plasmalogen, जो इससे पहले बताया था. You can see the structure. One phosphatidic acid, another phosphatidic acid, and this molecule of glycerol. So what is the significance of cardiolipin? It is a major lipid for inner mitochondrial membrane. It is a major lipid for inner mitochondrial membrane. It is the only phospholipid which possesses antigenicity. ये सारी जो लाइंस हैं, ये सब आपके पीजी एंट्रेंस या यहाँ पे एमसीक्यूज के लिए इंपॉर्टेंट है. It is the major lipid for inner mitochondrial membrane. It is the only phospholipid which possesses antigenicity. It was recognized by antibodies raised against the syphilis causing agent Treponema pallidum. Decreased cardiolipin level or alteration in its structure or metabolism causes mitochondrial dysfunction. अगर मेजर लिपिड है इनर माइटोकॉन्ड्रियल मेम्ब्रेन का, if there is decrease in the level or alteration in its structure, it will be associated with dysfunction of the mitochondria, mitochondrial inner membrane. क्या इंपॉर्टेंट है माइटोकॉन्ड्रियल इनर मेम्ब्रेन में? ऑक्सीडेटिव फॉस्फोराइलेशन वहीं हो रहा है, एटीपी वहीं बन रही है, ठीक है, और कार्डियोलिपिन चाहिए उसके लिए. कार्डियोलिपिन कम हुआ तो दैट इज वन ऑफ द important factor which is recognized for aging. So many factors are there. Out of these, this is the one important etiology of aging. Heart failure. This is seen to be altered in hypothyroidism patient also, and a syndrome is associated with mitochondrial dysfunction which is called as Barth syndrome. Barth syndrome, in which there is cardio-skeletal myopathy is seen. Cardiac muscle is involved, skeletal muscle is involved in Barth syndrome. Is it clear? All these lines are important. All these lines I have taken from PG entrance book. Now coming to the sphingolipids. Sphingolipids were first discovered by Johann Theuticum in 1829. He was born. Why he named them as sphingolipids? Because he found their biological role as enigmatic as sphinx. Puzzling था उनका काम, उसको समझ नहीं आ रहा था कि ये molecules हैं जो इनका काम क्या है. It was like that of sphinx. Therefore, he named them as sphingolipids. And in human beings, at least 60 different type of sphingolipids have been identified in cellular membranes. So the basic structure of sphingosine, the phosphorus containing sphingomyelin, phosphosphingolipid. The alcohol instead of glycerol is sphingosine. How many carbons are there? Can you calculate it? 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. ठीक है, 18 कार्बन है, एक डबल बॉन्ड दिखाई दे रहा है. ठीक है, 13 और 14 कार्बन के बीच में. 2 alcoholic groups are there, 1 and 3rd position दिख रहा है. And at 2nd position, amino group is there. So sphingosine is 18 carbon alcohol. It has a double bond between 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 and 5 carbons. It has a trans double bond. It has 2 hydroxyl group at carbon number 1 and carbon number 3. It has a amino group attached to carbon number 2. To this first hydroxyl group containing carbon, there is attachment of sugar. जो glycolipids में sugar attached होती हैं, they are linked with the carbon number 1, which is carrying the alcohol group. ठीक है, carbon number 2 पे there is attachment of fatty acid in the amide linkage. Are you getting my point? Try to write the structure whenever you are in the lecture theatre. So first alcohol group is attached to sugars, different type of sugars which you will see in glycolipids. Globocytes में, gangliosides में जो sugar attached है, it will be attached to carbon number 1. The fatty acids, they are in amide linkage with this carbon number 2. So this sphingosine is a amino alcohol. Sphingosine is a amino alcohol containing 2 hydroxyl group and 1 double bond in transposition. The carbon number 3 carrying the secondary alcohol is always free. It is not attached to any molecule. This is the structure of sphingosine. ये वाला इतना structure sphingosine का है. If a fatty acid is attached to it, the structure will called as ceramide. Generally जो fatty acids attached होती हैं in the sphingosine, they are very long chain fatty acids. कौन कौन सी fatty acids attached हो सकती हैं? Stearic acid, nervonic acid or lignoceric acid is present in the sphingomyelins which are present in the brain and nerves. Palmitic and lignoceric acids are present in the sphingomyelins which are present in spleen and lung tissue. Free ceramides जिसके पास में सिर्फ sphingosine और एक fatty acid है, it is released by extracellular stimuli and they play important role in apoptosis and other signal transductions. In our skin, a sphingomyelin or ceramide containing a fatty acid of 30 carbon chain long is present and it regulates the skin water permeability. So it is one of the important function of polyunsaturated fatty acids. These are present in the ceramide which are present in different tissues. इसलिए प्यूफास की अगर डेफिशिएंसी होगी तो इक्थियोसिस may be there. Essential fatty acid deficiency may lead to the dryness of the skin or scaly dermatitis may be one of the reason, because this fatty acid or this type of ceramide, they regulate the skin's water permeability. These are found, sphingomyelins are found in large quantities in brain and nerve tissue. They are present abundantly in the myelin sheath. And what is their function at that site? Myelin sheath में क्या function है? They act as insulator, plus they will help in the conduction of nerve impulses. They are present in outer leaflet of plasma membrane. Sphingomyelins are present in outer leaflet of plasma membrane. And they are abundant at the site of lipid rafts which are present in the plasma membrane. You will study the structure in the plasma membrane. Some lipid rafts are present which have important role in cell signaling. ठीक है, जहां पे प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन में लिपिड ड्राफ्ट्स बनते हैं वहां पे देयर इज अबंडेंस ऑफ स्फिंगोमाइलिन. वहां पे क्या काम है इनका? दे हैव अ रोल इन सेल रिकॉग्निशन एंड सिग्नलिंग, प्लस दे ऑल्सो प्ले इंपॉर्टेंट रोल इन एपोप्टोसिस ऑल्सो. दिस इज द स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ स्फिंगोमाइलिन. स्फिंगोसिन अल्कोहल, फर्स्ट कार्बन अटैच टू अ फॉस्फेट ग्रुप एंड कोलिन मॉलिक्यूल. यहां से शुरू करो इसको, 1 2 3 इतना देख लो बस. फर्स्ट कार्बन पे अ फॉस्फेट ग्रुप इज अटैच्ड अलोंग विद कोलिन, एंड टू द सेकेंड कार्बन at the amino group there is amide fatty acid which is attached to it in the amide linkage, and the third carboxyl group, third hydroxyl group, you can see it is free. Clear? So you should know the basic structure of lecithin, basic structure of the essential fatty acids and basic structure of sphingomyelin. ये आपको पता होना चाहिए, क्योंकि अगर आपको ये नहीं पता होगा you will not be able to correlate it with the storage diseases, lipid storage diseases. Now sphingomyelin, what is the base? Phosphocholine. Like the phospholipids we have discussed. In neutral glycolipids, the glucose molecule is attached instead of phosphate and choline. ये स्फिंगोसिन है. स्फिंगोसिन में a fatty acid is present at carbon number 2 and carbon number 1. A carbohydrate moiety is present. ठीक है. If it is galactose, it is called as galactocerebroside. If it is glucose, it will be called as glucosyl cerebroside. Alcohol, sphingosine plus fatty acid is ceramide. Fatty acid is attached in amide linkage to carbon number 2. कार्बन नंबर फर्स्ट में जो अल्कोहल ग्रुप है उसमें कार्बोहाइड्रेट अगर अटैच्ड हो जाए, अगर ग्लूकोज अटैच्ड हो जाए, इट विल बी ग्लूकोसाइल सेरिब्रोसाइड. अगर गैलेक्टोज अटैच्ड हो जाए, गैलेक्टोसाइल सेरिब्रोसाइड. गैलेक्टोज इज मोर कॉमन with respect to that of glucose. If oligosaccharide chain is present at first carbon number, then the structure will be globoside. If it is di, tri or tetrasaccharide attached, then it will be called as globoside. अगर lactose का molecule attached है instead of glucose, then it will come under globoside. If Along with these carbohydrate moieties, a molecule of N-acetyl neuraminic acid is present. Then the structure will be ganglioside. Now coming to these structures one by one. Glycolipids, they are important in nerve tissue and cell membranes, particularly in the outer leaflet, like that of sphingomyelins. वहां पे क्या फंक्शन है इनका? They are the important component of receptors. सेल सरफेस कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स जो इसमें प्रेजेंट है, सेल के सरफेस पे जो कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स हैं, they act as receptors. Then these glycolipids, they are the important component of, or these are the component of blood groups. जो blood groups का differentiation है, it is because of the difference in the carbohydrates which are present in the glycolipids. B में different glycolipid है, A में different glycolipid है. And carbohydrate, you always keep in your mind that phospholipids, they are present within the membrane. But carbohydrate moiety, whenever is present, it is present in the outer surface of the outer leaflet. सेल के बाहर की तरफ होगा. बाहर की तरफ अगर कोई चीज होगी तो वो क्या काम करेगी? रिकॉग्नाइज करने का काम करेगी कि कौन सा मॉलिक्यूल अंदर जा रहा है. इट विल हेल्प इन सेल सिग्नलिंग, इट विल एक्ट एज अ cell receptor. So blood group antigens, they are an example of glycosphingolipids. This is the structure of galactosyl cerebroside. This is glucocerebroside. What is the difference between glucose and galactose? ग्लूकोज और गैलेक्टोज में क्या डिफरेंस है? पढ़ा हुआ है तुम लोगों ने? They are epimers of each other at 4. C2 पे क्या बन जाता है? Mannose. If the sulfate group is present in the galactose molecule at position number 3, 1, 2 and 3, then this structure will be called as galactocerebroside 3 sulfate and it will come under sulfolipids. ये सिरेमाइड है, स्फिंगोसिन है. The first carbon, the galactose molecule is attached, which is sulfated at position number 3. So this structure is called as galactocerebroside 3 sulfate. These are the 3 basic classes of gangliosides. GM3 is the simplest one, followed by GM2 and GM1. In a molecule of ganglioside, GM3, there is a residue of glucose, galactose and one molecule of N-acetyl neuraminic acid. Okay. G stands for ganglioside. M stands for monocyalo. Monocyalo. जो इस सीरीज के जो गैंग्लियोसाइड्स होंगे, they have only one molecule of NA. Then how they are different from each other? 1, 2, 3 में क्या difference होगा? By the presence of oligosaccharide chain plus there is a presence of aminoglucose, N-acetyl glucosamine is present. ज्यादा नंबर प्रेजेंट होते हैं GM2 और GM1 में of N-acetyl glucosamine. Is it clear? So the simplest out of the ganglioside is GM3. G stands for gangliosides. G represents ganglioside. M stands for monocyalo. So different other series are also there. M1 है ये हमारे पास जो है, M2, M3, M4 and so on series are there. So for you people, just for the sake of simplicity, just remember that the 3 types of gangliosides are there. 1, 2 and 3. Out of those, the simplest is GM3. Subscript 3 is the number assigned on the basis of chromatographic migration. Chromatography जब करते हैं तो कौन आगे जा रहा है कौन पीछे जा रहा है उसके बेसिस पे दिस नंबर इज गिवन 1, 2, 3. जो जितना हैवी होगा वो उतना पास में रहेगा एट द साइट ऑफ applying the sample. So what is the function of gangliosides? They are present in high concentration in nervous tissue. Function, they have receptor function. They have function in immunology. They have function in the transfer of biogenic amines across the cell membranes. Then they have a therapeutic function. Natural and semi-synthetic gangliosides are given as the drug for neurodegenerative diseases. They are present in nervous tissue. They have function as receptors. They have function in immunity. They have function in transferring the biogenic amines across the cell membranes. And they can be given as drugs in neurodegenerative diseases. Is it clear? GM1 is more complex ganglioside and it is derived from GM3. The importance of GM1, which you should remember, is it is known to be a receptor for cholera toxin in human intestine. कैसे काम करता है? This we will study in translation. So it is known to be a receptor for cholera toxin in human intestine. जब cholera toxin enter होता है in the enterocyte, it binds to the GM1 which are present in the intestinal mucosal membrane. And this is the structure. You can see it is having a molecule of glucose, galactose, N-acetyl neuraminic acid, N-acetyl glucosamine, galactose. It's more complicated than that of GM3. So another class of lipids which come under derived lipids, which are not under derived lipids, these are under the complex lipids. They are derived from arachidonic acid. They are prostaglandins. This is the basic structure. These are the synthesis from the arachidonic acid is inhibited by non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs because the prostaglandins are also responsible for pain. Then thromboxanes, which are important component of blood clotting mechanisms. Leukotrienes, which are important for smooth muscle contraction. Again, they are all derived from arachidonic acid and that will be a separate lecture. So eicosanoids, you can see the basic structure. What is the structure of arachidonic acid and what is the structure of different prostaglandins, thromboxanes, leukotrienes. They come under the complex lipids. Cholesterol, again, it comes under the complex lipid. This is the structure. It is made up of 27 carbon. The structure is called as cyclopentanoperhydrophenanthrene ring. जो इसका structure है आप देख सकते हो. This is the more of the structure is hydrophobic. जो सारा structure है इसका वो hydrophobic है सिवाय एक polar head के which is hydroxyl group at position number 3. So when it is present in the plasma membrane, this hydroxyl group, it interacts with the polar head of the phospholipids. And this rest of the structure, it interacts with the tail portion and it is present within the membrane. जो head है, इसी की वजह से ये membrane में present है. It interacts with the structure of phospholipid. Now steroid hormones, which are derived from the cholesterol, they come under derived lipids. They include the different sex hormones, testosterone, estradiol, then aldosterone, cortisol, prednisolone, the anti-inflammatory drugs. They are derived from cholesterol. So it is all about the lipid chemistry. In the next class, I will discuss the sphingolipidosis. Before that, you must be knowing the structure of the different sphingolipids.